Next topic is going to be relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? இப்போ first of all, you have the coefficient of a polynomial na enna x square oda coefficient is going to be a, x oda coefficient is going to be b. Okay, so this is going to be the coefficient. Ipo zeros na enna? So for example, when you solve an equation, if you have x minus 1 equals 0, x is equal to 1 abdina, this is going to be the zero of the polynomial. So if it's a quadratic equation has two zeros. In the degree enna, it is going to be 2. So நம்ம என்ன பார்த்தோம், it can have 0 zeros இல்ல 1 0 இல்ல 2 zeros. கரெக்ட்டா? இப்போ 2 zeros நம்ம எப்படி எடுக்க போறோம்? We are going to take it as alpha and beta. Okay, இதெல்லாம் தான் ரெண்டு zeros. So for example, இப்போ ஒரு quadratic equation இருக்குனா, it is going to be x minus alpha times x minus beta. இந்த மாதிரி எழுத போறோம். So if this is equal to 0, you have x minus alpha equals 0. இது ஒரு கேஸ். இன்னொரு கேஸ் என்ன? You have x minus beta equals 0. So what are the zeros? X equals alpha and x equals beta. So அததான் நம்ம இங்க எடுத்துருக்கோம். Let the zeros be alpha and beta. Alpha and beta என்னது? They are the zeros or the solutions. புரிஞ்சுதா? zeros-னா என்னன்னு மைண்ட்ல ஏத்திக்கோங்க. They are the solutions. இப்போ relationship between alpha beta அதாவது zeros and the coefficients which are going to be a, b and c. இந்த இடத்துல c என்ன? This is the constant. Okay? So constant value. இப்போ இதுக்கு relation என்ன? Sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros-னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? It is going to be alpha plus beta, which is going to be minus b divided by a. Minus b na enna? It is going to be the coefficient of x divided by a with a minus sign. Okay, இந்த இடத்துல இந்த minus sign மறந்துடக்கூடாது. Okay, so this is going to be the sum of zeros. You have to remember this. So alpha plus beta equals minus b divided by a. Okay, இது is sum of zeros. இப்போ product of zeros na என்ன அர்த்தம்? You have alpha into beta. So alpha beta equals c divided by a. So this is one more relation that you have to remember. இப்போ next, you have ax square plus bx plus c. இதை எப்படி எழுதலாம்? இப்போ தான் நான் சொன்னேன். You can write it as x minus alpha into x minus beta. கரெக்டா? ப்ராடக்ட் மாதிரி இந்த மாதிரி எழுதலாமா? So when I try and open this bracket, so இந்த bracket இப்போ open பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும்? I have x minus alpha times x minus beta. When I start multiplying inside, I have x square, then x into minus beta. So I have minus beta times x. Then I have minus alpha into x, minus alpha into x, and when I multiply the alpha and beta, I have plus alpha beta. So இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல minus x common எடுத்தா I have x square minus x times beta plus alpha beta. Okay, இதுல என்ன தெரியுது? I can write the given quadratic equation as x square minus x into, இது என்னது? Sum of zeros. So you have sum of zeros plus, இது என்னது? It is going to be the product of zeros. Okay, so this you have to remember. இப்போ zeros கொடுத்திருக்கு quadratic equation எழுதுங்க அப்படின்னா you're going to use this particular relation. So you have x square minus x into sum of the zeros plus product of zeros. So this, if you remember this, you can also derive this in your exam. Okay, so this is what is given. இந்த இடத்துல extra ஒரு k கொடுத்திருக்கான். So k can be any constant number. நம்ம example solve பண்ணும்போது you'll understand. Okay, so you have k x square minus k into alpha plus beta plus இந்த இடத்துல ஒரு x மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன். So there, here we are going to have k into x. Okay, so this is going to be the equation. Okay, now let's solve an example. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial கொடுத்திருக்கு and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Okay, so first zeros க்கும் coefficients க்கும் relation கண்டுபிடிக்க சொல்றோம். அதுக்கு நம்ம zeros கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்ல. So it is going to be x square plus 7x plus 10. So this is going to be the quadratic polynomial. You have to equate that to 0 to find the zeros. So இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல you have the coefficient of x square is going to be 1. Okay, always make sure that it is 1. Okay, so இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல என்ன இருக்கு? 10 இருக்கு. So you have the coefficient, இப்போ இதை எப்படி எழுதலாம்? ax square plus bx plus c அப்படின்னு எழுதுனா I have a value equals 1, b value equals 7 and c value equals 10. இந்த மாதிரி எழுதலாமா? So இதெல்லாம் நம்ம நிறைய பார்த்திருக்கோம். Splitting the middle termலாம் பார்த்திருக்கோம். So from this you have the product has to be 10 and the sum has to be 7. So 7 வேணும்னா 10 எப்படிலாம் எழுதலாம்? You can write it as 10 into 1 or 5 into 2 னு எழுதலாம். So இந்த இடத்துல 5 into 2 பண்ணலாமா? So if you do 5 into 2, this particular equation x square plus 7x plus 10 equals 0 can be written as x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 10 equals 0. இந்த மாதிரி எழுதலாமா? 7x I can write it as 5x plus 2x. This is splitting the middle term. இப்போ இந்த ரெண்டு termலேருந்து I'm going to take x common எடுத்தா I have x into x plus 5. Now I need x plus 5 from this also. So இப்போ இதுலயும் x plus 5 வேணும்னா what should I multiply it with? 2 ஆல multiply பண்ணணும். So இப்போ இது வருதா திரும்ப? When I multiply this inside I have 2x. Either multiply panna, I have 10. Okay, so this method is called splitting the middle term. You guys know this. So this is going to be, இப்போ இந்த ரெண்டு term லேந்து, if I take x plus 5 outside, I'm going to have x plus 2 that is remaining. இப்போ இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் individual equate panna, I have x plus 5 equals 0 and x plus 2 equals 0. So from this, we have x equals minus 5 and x equals minus 2. இப்போ நம்ம ரெண்டு zeros என்ன, we have found out that the alpha is going to be minus 5 and beta equals minus 2. இப்போ ரெண்டும் கண்டுபிடிச்சாச்சா? What is the relation that we know? Alpha plus beta, sum of zeros equals minus b divided by a, and product alpha beta equals c divided by a. Okay, so this is the relation that we know. இதை cross check பண்ணலாமா? So when I substitute the values, I have minus 5 minus 2 equals minus b oda value enna, it is going to be 7. So 7 divided by a value enna, it is going to be 1. So from this, இந்த பக்கம் என்ன இருக்கு? I have minus 7 equals minus 7. So hence verified. Okay, இப்போ next case, you have the product of zeros. Product of zeros enna, it is going to be minus 5 into minus 2. So this is alpha into beta equals c, which is 10 divided by a, 1. So இந்த பக்கம் என்ன இருக்கு? You have 10 equals 10. So this is also verified. இதான் verify பண்ண சொல்றாங்க. Also verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. புரிஞ்சுதா? இப்போ let's solve another example. Find the zeros of the polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. Okay, so you have x square minus 3, you have to equate this to 0. Okay, so இது எப்படி எழுதலாம்? This is of the form a square minus b square. You can write this as a plus b into a minus b. இந்த மாதிரி எழுதலாமா? So this is going to be x plus root 3. 3 can also be written as, in that b square and it is going to be root 3 the whole square. Correct? So you can write this as x plus 3, a plus b into a minus b equals 0. Equating the individual terms, x plus root 3 equals 0, x minus root 3 is also equal to 0. So you have x equals minus root 3 and x equals root 3. So what is the alpha? Alpha is going to be minus root 3 and beta equals root 3. In that the equation is x square minus 3 equals 0. இது நம்ம standard formula ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 எழுதுனா, the value of a is going to be 1, value of b is going to be 0. There is no coefficient of x, correct? So b equals 0 and c value is going to be minus 3. Okay, in that line you have minus 3. Okay, now let's check the relationship. So you have alpha plus beta equals minus b divided by a. Check பண்ணலாமா? So you have minus root 3 plus root 3 equals minus b enna 0 divided by 1. So in the pakam you have 0 equals 0. So this is verified. Next, product of zeros, which is c divided by a. Okay, in that or minus varum, inga minus varadu. Okay, always remember product of zeros enna minus root 3 times root 3 equals c oda value is going to be minus 3 divided by a is going to be 1. So you have minus root 3 into root 3 is 3 equals minus 3. Hence verified. Okay, please copy. Example 4. Find the quadratic polynomial if the sum and the product of whose zeros are minus 3 and 2. In that 0 kuduthirukka, you have to find the quadratic polynomial. Idhu நம்ம பார்த்துட்டோம். So you have alpha is given to be minus 3 and beta is given to be 2. இப்போ நம்ம quadratic equation என்ன? ax square plus bx plus c can also be written as x minus alpha into x minus beta. இந்த மாதிரி எழுதலாமா? The zeros are going to be alpha and beta. So you can write it like this. So you have x minus alpha and it is going to be minus of minus 3. So x plus 3 times x minus beta oda value is going to be 2. Now when I multiply this, I have x square minus 2x plus 3x minus 6. You know how to multiply it inside. You have x into x into minus 2. Then you have 3x, then 3 into minus 2. Okay, so this is how you multiply. So this is going to be x square plus x minus 2x plus 3x is going to be plus x minus 6. So this is going to be the quadratic equation that they are asking for. Okay, please copy. இப்போ next இவ்வளோ நேரம் quadratic பார்த்தாச்சு. இப்போ cubic-க்கும் அதே மாதிரி relation இருக்கு. So cubic, you have the sum of zeros to be minus b by a. Same thing. Then product of zeros, you have constant. இந்த இடத்துல நம்மளோட constant என்ன? Since you have cube, you have 4 different coefficients. A, b, c, d இருக்கு. So first of all minus b by a தெரிஞ்சு போச்சு. Then you have product of zeros is going to be minus d by a. So you have minus in 2 different places. You see, you have minus in b by a and minus in minus d by a. இப்போ நடுவுல ஒன்னு இருக்கு, which is going to be the sum of the product of 2 different zeros. You have alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. இந்த இடத்துல the zeros are going to be alpha, beta and gamma. மூணாவது ஒரு zero இருக்குல்ல, you have 3 zeros in total for a cubic polynomial. So you have alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, so alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equals plus C divided by A. Okay, in the இடத்துல positive. Let's solve questions. You will understand this better. நிறைய questions போட இது mindல register ஆயிடும். Okay. Now, verify that 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial P of x. Okay, and verify the relationship between them. இப்போ இதை எப்படி verify பண்றது if they are the zeros of the polynomial? First of all, it is given alpha equals 3, beta equals minus 1 and gamma equals minus 1 divided by 3. If they are the zeros of the polynomial, verify that they are the zeros. அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? So you have P of x is given to be 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3 கொடுத்திருக்கான். If they are the zeros of the polynomial, how do you verify? If you have to verify that they are going to be the zeros, you have P of alpha equals P of beta equals P of gamma equals 0. இந்த மாதிரி, if you substitute alpha instead of x, you have to get a 0. Check பண்ணலாமா? இப்போ first case, you have P of 3, alpha value and it is going to be 3. When I substitute this in the equation, I have 3 into x cube. Yeah, so this is going to be 3 cube minus 5 into x square, which is going to be 3 square. Then minus 11 into x, which is 3 minus 3. Okay, so when I try and solve this, we have 3 into 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So 3 into 27 minus 5 into 3 3s are 9 minus 11 into 3 is going to be 33 minus 3. இப்போ இதை simplify பண்ணா I have 7 3s are 21, 2 3 2s are 6, 7 8 minus 9 5s are 45. இந்த இடத்துல minus 33 minus 3 is going to be minus 36. So இப்போ minus 45 minus 36 என்ன? Minus 45 minus 36 is going to be 11, 1 4 5 6 7 8. So this is going to be 81 minus 81, which is going to be 0. So நம்ம என்ன check பண்ணோம்? We see that P of 3. I'll write it here. So we checked that P of 3 equals 0, which means 3 is the 0 of the polynomial. புரிஞ்சுதா? So இந்த இடத்துல இந்த வேல்யூவை சப்ஸ்டிடியூட் பண்ணா you have to get the result to be 0. இந்த இடத்துல 0 ன்னு வந்ததுன்னா it means that it is going to be the 0 of the polynomial. இப்போ next value check பண்ணலாமா? minus 1. So we have P of minus 1 equals 3 into x cube. So minus 1 the whole cube. Then minus 5x square, which is minus 1 the whole square. Then minus 11 into minus 1. Then minus 3. So you have 3 into minus 1 the whole cube and it is going to be 3 into minus 1. Then minus 5 into minus 1 the whole square is plus 1. Then minus 11 minus 1 is plus 11 minus 3. இப்போ இதை simplify பண்ணா என்ன வரும்? You have minus 3 minus 5, 11 minus 3 is going to be 8. So plus 8. So from this you have minus 8 plus 8, which is equal to 0. So we also see that P of minus 1 equals 0. So minus 1 is a 0. Okay, இதையும் check பண்ணியாச்சு. இப்போ last case என்ன? You have minus 1 divided by 3. So you have P of minus 1 by 3, which is going to be 3 into minus 1 by 3 the whole cube. Calculation மட்டும் careful போடுங்க. Okay, minus 5 into x square. X square na you have minus 1 by 3 the whole square. Then minus 11 into minus 1 divided by 3 minus 3. Okay, இப்போ இதை solve பண்ணா என்ன கிடைக்கும்? I have 3 times minus 1 by 3 the whole cube is 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So you have minus 1 divided by 27 minus 5 into minus 1 by 3 the whole square is 1 by 9. Then plus 11 divided by 3 minus 3. இப்போ இதில் என்ன cancel பண்ண முடியும்? I can write this as 3 9s are 27. இப்போ LCM எடுக்கலாமா? When I take the LCM, I have minus 1 minus 5. இந்த இடத்துல I have to multiply by 3 இல்லையா? So 3 into 3 and here I have to multiply by 9 to take the LCM. So I have 11 into 3 is going to be plus 33. Then 9 3s are 27. So minus 27 the whole divided by 9. Okay, LCM எடுத்திருக்கேன். So this is going to be minus 1 minus 5 is going to be minus 6. Minus 6 minus 27 is going to be minus 33. So minus 33 plus 33 divided by 9, which is going to be 0. So we also proved that P of minus 1 by 3 equals 0. So we have minus 1 by 3 is a 0. Okay, so இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம்? We can prove the relationship between the coefficients and the zeros. So you have alpha plus beta plus gamma equals minus b divided by a. Idana first relation. So you have from this alpha plus beta plus gamma enna 3, then minus 1 minus 1 by 3. So we have 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 equals minus b divided by a. So in the இடத்துல first abc values நம்ம எழுதலல. So let us write that you have a, b, c and d, okay, including the minus sign. So you have a value equals 3, b equals minus 5, c equals minus 11, d equals minus 3. இப்போ minus b by a na என்னது? It is going to be minus of minus 5 divided by 3. So you have minus of minus 5 divided by 3. இப்போ இந்த பக்கம் LCM எடுத்தா we have 3 3s are 9 minus 3 1s are 3 minus 1 divided by 3 equals 5 divided by 3. So we have 9 minus 3 is 6, 6 minus 1 equals 5. So from this we have 5 by 3 equals 5 by 3 and hence the first relationship is verified. இப்போ second relationship என்ன? We have the sum of the product of 0. So you have alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equals c divided by a. Positive. Okay. இப்போ alpha beta என்ன? It is going to be 3 into minus 1. So 3 into minus 1 plus beta gamma which is minus 1 into minus 1 divided by 3 plus gamma alpha is going to be minus 1 by 3 times 3 equals c divided by a. c என்ன? Minus 11 divided by 3. Okay. So when I solve this, I have minus 3 plus 1 by 3. இந்த இடத்துல 3 3 cancel ஆயிடும். So I have minus 1. Minus 1 equals minus 11 divided by 3. Minus 3 minus 1 is going to be minus 4 plus 1 by 3 equals minus 11 divided by 3. 4 3s are 12. So minus 12 plus 1 divided by 3 equals minus 11 divided by 3. So from this we have minus 11 by 3 equals minus 11 by 3. So this is also verified. புரிஞ்சுதா? இப்படி தான் செக் பண்ணணும். Next last you have the product alpha beta gamma equals minus d divided by a. Last coefficient. Okay. So alpha beta gamma என்ன? It is going to be 3 minus 1 minus 3. So 3 into minus 1 into minus 1 divided by 3 equals d is going to be minus of minus 1 இருக்கு. d is going to be minus 3 divided by 3. Okay. So when I cancel some values, I have 3 and 3 cancel ஆயிடும். இங்கேயும் 3 and 3 cancel ஆயிடும். So on the left hand side, I have minus into minus plus. So 1 equals இங்கேயும் minus into minus becomes 1. So this is also verified. Okay. Please copy. So with this we are done with the example questions. Let's move on to exercise. இந்த example திரும்ப ஒரு வாட்டி போட்டு பாருங்க. Okay. So இப்போ zeros நான் எப்படி check பண்ணுவோம்? P of that 0 is going to be 0. Okay. அப்படி தான் check பண்ணுவோம்.